Well, it's a 26.5-ounce bat.
That's why. So it does have.
Well,
That's a 27-ounce.
This is a
bat.
27. This has more acid, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Does
Yeah.
it weigh out that way?
No, I would. That's the only bat Dave's ever given me that he didn't weigh.
yeah. I
This
didn't
bat
weigh it,
feels heavier.
'cause I just got it.
Because,
feels
well,
heavy.
you remember before we didn't really like those bats. I thought.
That bat's.
I thought those bats didn't rate.
Because
In the
remember,
beginning-
Billy, we didn't put 2 and 2 together about them breaking in slowly. Remember,
Oh, yeah,
we didn't
yeah,
know
yeah.
they were like the knife on
Yeah,
the
but just,
McCarran.
and the end weight on that bat's got to be low too.
That's got.
I mean, that's got a knob cuff on it. And that is.
Now, did you see this?
And this bat feels pretty good.
That's
too.
what I already got that one.
Oh, you already got it.
That's
That's it right
27.
there.
That's it. That's why
Yeah.
I picked it up and
That's a
looked
little
at
bit.
it.
Those
it's a little
numbers are
heavier
the
than
same
that.
numbers.
Feel that?
Those numbers are the. God, dude. Those numbers are the same numbers as the Bailey.
Those are.
Those numbers on there are the same numbers as the Bailey. So, hitting it, it's going to be
26.7, 17.2 at 9.2.
Let's see. The handle weight's what, 9.2?
9.2.
See, I think the handle.
27 ounce.
Yeah, I think the handle weight on that one's going to be way below 9.
Oh yeah, because
Gotta be.
they load their shit.
Gotta be.
They load their shit in the sevens, high sevens, low eights.
Yeah.
Is what they do. So this swing's more like it's damn, dude.
No, but that one still. That one hasn't got. That one's got about 7,500 swings on it, maybe.
Did Bubba say one of these was cracked?
One of the. Yeah, but he's. I think it's the one he had from before.
Have you been watching the behind the scenes videos?
Yeah.
Oh, did you on one of those videos you say, I got a lot of hit. He goes, Billy was talking. Here's the comments on this one. Billy goes, I got a lot of expensive shit at my house, but you ain't gonna find no bats. Like he's got those in a vault set somewhere.
You gotta.
And then Billy
I
said,
got a fake wall. You gotta push it, make the thing come out. Then you gotta open the safe.
Billy also
You
said,
gotta move all the guns.
Move
out
all
of
the guns
way.
out of the way.
Billy also said a lot of them old farts swing that Ultra 2s. He said in there too. And then people are laughing, go, you hear Billy say all them old farts.
You can
Well,
get rid of
he's
the
an old
Masinko
fart.
too.
big
I thought nobody liked it.
No, the new one.
The new one.
The new. All the new Micans, people are like. Even the big cat. Now we had that one big cat that was a turd, man.
Man, that
people
was.
still ask me. They go.
We hit that bunker a lot, and it didn't.
One guy in Temple asked me. He goes, "Hey," he goes, "I watch all y'all shit." He goes, "What was the big deal about the big cat, the one that y'all said was bad?" I go, "What is bad?" He goes, "Well, y'all sent it back, right?" I go, "No, we kept it because we don't want them taking that bat and then coming back and telling us, hey, y'all lied about this. Y'all don't know what you're talking about." I said, "We still got that piece of shit." I said, "It's hard. The handle's hard. The barrel's hard." I said, "It's a terrible bat." I said, "But we got 2 exact copies of that bat that are fucking good as shit." I mean, there's just you can't get away from it.
Yeah. I went to my doctor's appointment yesterday. No, one yesterday before. And when I walked in that door, it was at the Baptist off of, off of Stone Oak. And right when I walked in, they had a freaking desk right there. There were 3 guys there.
Yeah.
Shit all freaking up and everything, because the emergency room's to the right, my doctor's office to the left. Dude, I went to the testing, they did all the
They check your
thermometer and
I went
temperature and
I went
put a
yesterday.
patch on me and said, okay, you're good to go.
You're good to go.
Yeah.
I went yesterday, had this done. I went in there was one lady sitting over in this corner of the waiting room. Lady goes, "Okay, I got everything. We got you." She goes, "You need to sit in that chair by the door." All right. I go sit in the chair by the door. Another guy comes in about 5 minutes later. She does him. He turned around and she goes, "Mr. Whatever." And he said, "Yeah."
Yeah.
She goes, "You need to go sit on the bench in the lobby." And he goes, "In the lobby?" She goes, "Yeah, the door's open. We'll come get you." So he had to walk out of because it's a little bitty. It's in Seguin. It's a little bitty weight room. He had to go out in the main lobby and sit on the bench. And then he had one nurse that kept coming out, and she looked at that lady, looked at me, she'd go outside, look at that guy, and then she'd go back in.
Go back in.
Well, yeah, I waited about 15 minutes. She probably made every 5 minutes. She made at least 3 trips. She'd come out.
You're talking about getting that shit cut off. I had a mole on my back, and it was hurting, and I was like, I was scratching my back on the door, and I said, "Wow, that freaking hurt!" I said, "Tammy, come here, look at this." Tammy looked at it. She goes, "Oh, that you might want to go get that looked at because the mole's red."
Mm-hmm.
So I went in. They did a biopsy. Go, "Oh, okay, it's bad. It's not bad. It's type 2 stage, not stage, but it's type 2 out of 4. You know, cancer. We need to get it out of there." So I went in there the next day, and they got laying on my stomach, and that chair looks like a chiropractor thing. And I'm laying in there, and they numb me up, and they start freaking digging it out. They go see if they got all the margins. They dig it out, and then she sews it up. Well, my biggest mistake that I made was complaining about it about a month later, going, you know, it hurts. You know, I didn't know how much she dug out. And she goes, "Well, I had to go pretty deep on it." I'm like, "Okay, but I'm telling you, it hurt because they sewed the muscle together and they sewed the skin together,
right below the surface."
Yeah. And I said, "It's a little raised." I said, "Is that supposed to be there?" She goes, "Well, I can get rid of that." And I'm going like, "Well, okay." I said, "So it's going to be flat?" And she goes, "Yeah, I can get rid of the raised part."
Cut it again.
Like a kilo.
Yeah.
Right? So she goes, I go, "How?" She goes, "I'm going to inject it." And I go, she goes, "If you're feeling pain, you shouldn't be feeling pain. I'll just inject it." I said, "Okay, as long as it's flat." All right, I'll go in there, I lay down there. She shoots it up, right? Big fucking mistake. It left a hole in my back.
Yeah, a divot.
Yes.
Divot.
I didn't know it was going to leave a divot.
It's flat, but there's a divot.
Yeah. And
I've
dude,
heard
I
that.
care about the way my
I've heard
body
that.
looks. So when I'm looking in the mirror, it looks like I was fucking shot.
Yep.
Yep.
The hole about that big in my back. That's deep. I mean, it doesn't look bad deep, but you know, if you look at it, it looks like I freaking just got a big hole, divot in my back.
It looks like you got shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
20 years ago, when I first started having dermatology shit done, they removed one right here, and I could still stick my finger into the hole. I mean, it just, you know, I would show, look, Papa got shot. Papa, what?
Papa got shot.
And they changed shit now, like the cauterized, they just have a little gun with the deal.
Yeah.
It's like a little laser, isn't it?
Yeah, and before, they would have to put this, like a big piece of square tape that had a wire attached to it, and they would stick it on your body. And then the other part of the cauterizing thing was the other end of the electric, and it's like
Made a complete circuit.
Yeah, it made a circuit.
Yeah.
So she goes, "Well, I'm gonna
Not anymore.
cauterize." So I'm going, "Well, you gonna put that thing on me?" And she goes,
No.
"She goes, that's cute. We haven't done that in 15 years." And I'm like,
That's old school there.
"Oh, you know, I'm sitting in that chair that they lean you back in." So I'm sitting there, and the doctor just starts. She raises it up because I got my hand on my thigh. She just starts raising it up. She starts leaning it back. I'm going. She goes, "What are you doing?" I said, "Do I lean back?" She goes, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay." And I forget something else she didn't tell me to do, but she's going, "Well, you've got to do this." I go, "This is like being at home." She goes, "Your wife tells you what to do?"
Your wife?
Oh yeah. It was.
Oh
hey,
yeah.
Hey, her nurse was behind her. Her nurse was behind her. She just turned around and was doing like this.
Laughing.
It's like being at home, man.
I went to go get the oil change at Toyota up in Murray, and I'm sitting there, and I got seasonal allergies, right? So when it rains, I forget about it. Mountain cedar kicks my ass, right? So I'm sitting, so I got a call. I'm sitting there, I'm waiting, and this lady comes in and sits like 6 seats in front of me, you know, a little L shape. So I go. She stands up. She doesn't even look at me, dude. She stands up and goes in the other waiting room and goes and sits down. And I'm like, "You fucking God, is it really that bad?" Where I coughed in my shirt.
Yeah.
But she just like stood up, freaking walked out.
Like, okay.
Well, you know, oak. This morning they said oak was at 240,000. They said that's might be an all-time high for San Antonio because of the weather, the way the weather happens.
The weather pattern.
The tree.
And it all hit the hill country too.
Yeah, because of the heat that's coming out now, the trees are going, "Oh fuck, it's already summer. We have got to get this shit done." So they're
get
just
this shit
pumping
dumped.
juice, man. I'm like, that's why I wake up every morning and go.
Yeah.
The only thing that saves me, I have that CPAP with the nice filter on it. So when I first wake up, it ain't bad.
Yep.
What's that?
Not the Larry Carter, the Diddy Grind, 27.
Trey went right for the big hammer.
Yeah. Gotta get up with this.
I talked to Bubba. I told him, I said, you're not going, right? And he goes, no. He goes, man, I'm
still
already
swamped
worried. He
at
goes,
work.
I'm swamped.
That's what he told me.
I said, well, I might call Larry and see if he can go. He goes, really? I said, well, yeah, because, you know, we got 150 balls left over when you don't go.
Oh, this bat's heavy.
Of course, the next thing I hear from Bubba is,
This bat's heavy.
Yeah, but I can tell you're swinging it, you're lagging a little bit.
A little bit.
But when you hit it,
It goes.
it goes.
oh, yeah. Once you get used to the weight, like that.
Yeah. That was high.
See?
Yeah, it's there.
All you have to do is like that outside, you get your arm extended, you let
And
it
just
move.
go with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, see the ball comes off.
It comes off good. Woo, strike. Oh, that was a good hit. Damn it. Getting there. Getting a little bit. Look over.
Yeah.
No, it's not. That's too high for me anyway.
Put that one square.
Pretty good, but I think.
Woo! You see how when you
Three.
turn on it, you cut it.
Well, that's
a lot
what
better?
just what I was telling you. You told me if it's
Yeah,
inside,
and
hit
it
that
was,
fucker
and
that
you
way
turn it,
instead
and
of
that-
making myself go.
That swing was freaking awesome because you actually, it was a little low to right the ball, but you went down and turned on it.
And still-
You cut it. That went over.
That went over.